Where does consciousness go after a person dies? Does it completely vanish? Or does it continue to exist in some form? This video is a bit intriguing. Let's approach this age-old mystery from a completely new perspective. People usually think that once a person dies, consciousness dissipates, and they fall into eternal darkness. But in reality, there might be some misunderstandings involved. For example, everyone has to experience deeply dreamless sleep, during which there are several hours of blank consciousness. But the crucial point is that we cannot perceive this blank period. Upon waking, that period of blank consciousness feels as if it never existed. Similarly, people who have undergone general anesthesia will have a similar experience. During the surgery, those few hours of blank consciousness will not remain in memory. Thus, it is evident that the state of no consciousness is something we cannot personally experience. Consequently, the idea that after death one falls into eternal nothingness. Logically, there is a contradiction. Because when we imagine ourselves being still in the darkness, we have already violated this logic. As mentioned earlier, the few hours of general anesthesia and the time of deep, dreamless sleep are periods of blank consciousness for us. However, our consciousness is able to bridge these gaps, smoothly connecting previous memories with post-waking experiences. It is this continuity that makes our consciousness like an uninterrupted thread. From this perspective, death can also be viewed as a blank in consciousness, but fundamentally different from dreamless sleep and general anesthesia. That is, the blank period of death can never be reconnected, and the continuity of consciousness will terminate due to death. So, is the blank consciousness brought about by death really insurmountable? Does the continuity of consciousness really terminate because of death? There is currently no clear and final scientific explanation for these questions, but we can understand them through some new avenues of thought. Relevant researchers abroad have proposed a philosophical thought experiment. Let's imagine a world with very advanced medical technology, where a cutting-edge technique called life design has been invented. This technology can perform any complex modification to a person's brain and body, even designing personality and memory according to people's wishes. However, during the surgery, consciousness will temporarily fall into a blank period due to general anesthesia. Based on this background, let's imagine a small story. There is a person named Xiao Shuai, who feels deeply disappointed with his previous life. So he decides to undergo the life design surgery. The doctor modified Xiao Shuai's body to be stronger and his appearance to be more handsome, according to his wishes. A few days later, the surgery ended, and Xiao Shuai woke up from the general anesthesia.